Okay. 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 We are once again up and running in the Mooney Bravo. Rondi, hello from Brazil. Good to see you. We're getting ready to go here. Our nearest weather. .3007. I know how to get a better altimeter setting than that. What's our altitude here? 7029. Excuse me. Out there. Hey, more hugs from Brazil. We got a lot of people from Brazil. Okay, we're flying to Salt Lake City today. Route flight. We're going to fly VFR around the edge of Thousand Lakes Mountain, go over, catch the road up by Richfield, follow it up over Sevier Bridge Reservoir, Nephi, into Provo, and then into the Salt Lake City Bravo. We will be on pilot edge for that. We will go up at probably 10,500 feet. We're here on the ground of Wonderland, and that is today's mission. So, Wonderland is 122.9. I think I have my graphics set here where I want them on the, let's just double check. Yep. So that's our mission. We'll just do our run up right here. Get our mixture set. Put in there is pretty good. Magnetos. Cycloprop. That all looks good. And you're back down to about 1,000. Okay, radio set 122.9. We will pick up Salt Lake City Center after that. Let's see if we can find a postage stamp here that'll help us with that. Let's go IFR low. Right there, Salt Lake Center 133.6. Let's just be ready for that. All right, we already are. Switch that back to our VFR chart. Weather's good along the way, not a lot of winds. No Cessna VR. Martin I can put on the Cessna VR, but I've been flying the Mooney Bravo from place to place. And so that's why we are in this particular aircraft at this particular moment. Landing lights are on. Let's get ready to go here. Windsock. Can we see the windsock? It's right down here if I remember. Getting pretty smooth performance today, more smooth than yesterday for some reason. I thought the windsock was down there. Oh, yeah, it looks like it's kind of just dead out right there. So Wayne Wonderland, we will go off on I think it's 3-1. Come on, pull it up. I could open it on Avatab if I needed to. Sometimes you have to click it just right. There we go. 3-1. 3-1. Okay, controls. Yeah, we're getting good performance today. I guess the PC's done updating. 1 notch flaps. And we're going to be departing to the northwest. Wayne Wonderland traffic ovation 15 Golf departing 3-1 to the northwest. Wayne Wonderland. Alright, let's go. Noise cancellation on. I've been having a lot of fun flying over this ortho scenery. I grew up in this part of the world. I love this part of the world. Alright, one final setting check here on the PC before we go. Alright, good. Okay, let's go. 9 in the morning, morning flight. Nobody coming? Alright. Center line, full power. Turn set. Okay, RPMs look good. Engine instruments are green. Airspeed's alive. On the center line. The airplane is ground handling, skidding all over the place, which it likes to do in X-plane. And rotate. Gear up. So it's trim for climb. Alright, flaps, landing lights off. Switch over to center. Okay. We're climbing straight out. And this is about the heading we're going to want to fly. There's the little town of Loa. Back there. And down here, that's Lyman actually. Loa's below us. Been there many times. Then we're going to follow this road out of here. little bit of the moon there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Fading into the distance. It's awfully large. You need a smaller moon than that. When you be back in the home cockpit? I'm not sure. Those screens in VR, virtual desktop for XLab. No, this is the new Move VR plugin for X-Plane, free, made by a developer named Foco. It makes it very easy to keep following Highway 24 out of here. It makes it very easy to bring in screens from the outside. When will I be back in the home cockpit? I'm not quite sure. I'm really liking doing this. There's a place there that is full of fish in the real world. You can go fishing there. In there. So I'm not quite sure when I'm going to do that. I'll have to figure it out. But right now I'm really liking the VR cockpit. Okay, coming up to 10.5. Let's bring it down. Get ourselves trimmed. Bring ourselves back. 2400 RPM. And manifold pressure back just a titch, and let's get ourselves leaned to 50 ridge of peak. Looks like about 16. $30, 16, 40. Can I get 1650? 1650. Can we get 1660? 1650. So we're going to 1600 on our EGT. And add a little more manifold pressure. Okay, we're cruising. Okay. Coming up to the next valley. And we're going to fly up this way. Turn north. Up past Kusharon Reservoir, which is right there. I've driven this route in the real world many times.
That was 1451, San Francisco ground. Good morning. Thanks for Oscar. I'm only one
Marcus is doing. I'll answer your questions here in just a second, guys. I think VR is very worth it at 350 if you can get the controllers included with it, and if you can have it be on a powerful enough PC to run it. You know, your PC's got to be able to run it, but I think VR is incredible. I mean, the sense of space, it feels like you're flying. Okay, so we want to tell him that we are, where's our nearest VOR? It's probably That one, what is that? That is Milford 112.1. Let's get a DME from that. .56 miles east of Milford, VOR. Okay.
That was 1451 San Francisco Tower, wind 230 at 5, only one left, please.
Yep. There's our power lines. And we want to go down to 10.5. Salt Lake Center, good morning, November 15 Juliet Golf VFR request.
At 15 Juliet Golf, Salt Lake Center, good morning, maintain VFR, squawk 5643.
5643 for 15 Juliet Golf, and we would like advisories to Salt Lake City at 10,500. Okay, have I dash? Yeah, I've had problems with the dash not being able to grab a window. That's why I'm using Move VR, which is a free plugin for X-Plane, which is how I brought these windows in. The autopilot is off, James. Thank you for asking. We are going to
15 Juliet Golf, not getting a return, verified squawk 5643, 5643.
5643, had the wrong squawk. 5643 for 15 Juliet Golf, thanks.
Southwest 1451, contact northbound departure, we'll see.
We could also do this. We could load up Twitch and see us streaming. I wonder if I can do that without crashing. Let's try. That could be fun. Hold on, I'm lifting it.
Juliet Golf radar contact 50 miles southeast of the Delta VOR, Delta altimeter 3006. I've got your request for advisory to Salt Lake City. What is your aircraft type?
M20P, and that was 006?
Mooney 5 Juliet Golf, affirmative, Delta altimeter 3006, maintain VFR.
Maintain VFR, 15 Juliet Golf. Okay. So we're going to try to do a lot of things at once here. Let's see if we can browse, and let me get my search working here if I can. Search.
That was 1451 NorCal departure. Good morning.
X-Plane.
Got to maintain flight level 100.
Live. No, I don't see it. Let's see if we can find Marcus on here. Yep, there he is. While we're loading up Twitch, we're crashing the airplane. All right. You guys can, I'm sure, hear that. All right. We're now streaming Marcus, streaming his scope, while streaming I think I'm going back in time. I may not have the bandwidth to pull this off.
To organize a group flight now. Goldie will probably be pissed because my availability to do it is probably during his shift. So here we go.
See if we can get so we can chat.
I propose that we do a group flight in the Los Angeles Basin anyway. We're going to do, here's what I propose. We do
Where are we?
general aviation.
Should be up here. That's us right there.
General aviation aircraft. I would say either single.
I need to log in to do my chat, right?
Piston aircraft is preferred because here's what I would say. What fun would it be?
I don't know if I can do that. Hold on, let's see here.
On the ramp at Ontario. Let's depart Ontario and all go somewhere else. J3s only? No.
I don't know if I remember my login.
Let's go somewhere else. Let's, like, one person is going to go to Burbank, somebody's going to go to Santa Monica, somebody's going to go to Whiteman, somebody's going to go to Camarillo, somebody's going to go even just a short hop to Riverside, somebody's going to go to March, somebody's going to go to, shoot, let's go to French Valley even, somebody's going to go to John Wayne, somebody's going to go to Fullerton, Long Beach, Torrance, Hawthorne, LA. Let's spread out. Let's go out from there, all right? Land.
Gotcha. Well, happy to do it. I like flying it.
Turn around.
I've lost some altitude here. I'm trying to log in to Twitch so I can watch Marcus. Watch us, watch Marcus, watch us.
Sure that everybody will be able to do. I mean, you're talking maybe by the time everybody gets out and back again, you're maybe talking about an hour and a half, maybe. That's a perfect time to sit.
I don't remember my login information.
Have a little bit of fun, probably have a bit of a drink, and call it a night. Huh? Feel free to do this on a Friday. Now, that's not a bad idea. I can't do it this Friday because I have a soccer game. My daughter has a soccer game, I should say. So, and that's where I was going to say Goldie is going to hate me because I was thinking Monday. Now, I suppose we could do this. Let me pull up the calendar here.
Oh, I can't.
25th?
I can't log in. I don't remember my login.
You could do this on the 25th.
I don't have my phone with me either.
No, I don't. My daughter's soccer game. That's exactly right, Coffee.
So I can't chat because we're not logged in.
As we spread out and then come back again, so we have that departure rush, right? And then everybody comes back, and then there's got to be sequencing coming back. Dude, how fun would that be?
It would have been fun.
Let's plan. Let's schedule it in. I'm gonna put it in my phone right now too. Goldie wants to fly. I know he does.
So we're streaming you, streaming me, streaming you, streaming me.
You're camping, aren't you?
That's what we're doing. Well, if I could log in, that would be great, but I don't remember my login.
So that gives us, yeah, you can bring your computer down, man. I got room somewhere. You're free on the 25th. You're free on the 25th. Let's plan on it. Let's plan on. I'm gonna put it in my phone right now. 25th. Now.
That's pretty funny. I'm streaming you in VR.
Marcus is a big baby. It's true. I hate to admit it, but it is.
Slow in Western U.S.
It's getting into your camping season, so I just wanted to, get it on your mind. Let me go check my...
I might break protocol here.
Soccer schedule, make sure I don't have a soccer game on the 25th. A lot of this stuff has been rescheduled due to weather.
Let's see here.
Hang on a second. Coach Natalie, schedule change.
Well, if I could log in, I'd tell him. I'd tell him that. I guess one option is to just try to run and see if I can get my phone without the airplane crashing. I guess I could just pause this in for a second. That's what I'll do.
Yes.
That would be the logical thing to do, right? Actually pause the airplane rather than crashing it. Alright, let's see if we can do that. Alright, I'm going to be right back.
Southwest 1451, climb and maintain flight level 2. Alright guys, 0. Contact Oakland Center, 127.45. Climb and maintain flight level 230. Contact Oakland Center, 127.45.
12745 230 Southwest 1451.
Y'all got me talking about flying, and I'm forgetting to do my dang job. So let's plan on it. Can we do 5:30 p.m. Pacific? 5:30 p.m. Pacific on Friday the 25th. Southwest 1451, Oakland Center, good morning. Climb and maintain flight level 350. Southwest 1451, Oakland Center, good morning. Climb and maintain flight level 350.
You spray, you trip. You're gold.
Okay.
Smell fresh all day with new Axe Gold Body Spray.
So, we've got that done. Now I feel like I'm going back in time.
How many people can we get?
Let's unpause it.
So we got 3, including myself so far. Goldsy, you're in. You know, hands needed there. Oh shit. Ray's in too? Maybe.
Where's my chat?
Yeah?
Those are whispers.
I'm counting you in too, bud. This will be your first group flight. We'll do it.
There we go.
We'll do it. Oh, I can talk you through it, man. Hell yeah, you are my man.
I'm
moving into dorms? It's supposed to be the other way, has logging. Come on, man. Five Juliet Golf is in. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, it's on. It's on. Okay, I'm putting it in my phone. 5:30 p.m. Pacific on May 25th. Now,
this is too
VR.
funny.
Heck yeah, that's not a bad idea. I still have not flown on the network in VR. I was going to do it last week with the conference going on down in Florida, and I just didn't get it all set up in time. Where's dang phone? Yeah, it took me a while too. You could put your hands down. 7 a.m. I work. I think it sounds like fun. Sweet. I'm putting it in my phone. Let's schedule that puppy up right now.
All right.
There we go.
That's highly responsible. Okay.
Ontario.
Where are we?
Flight. I'm locking in Ontario as well. So if you gotta have an LA. You gotta have an LA subscription. Well, hello, 5 Juliet Golf stream. He's sitting here streaming, watching mine. Now that's true professionalism right there. 5 Juliet Golf. Let's give you a new Salt Lake Center 125.57. 5 Juliet Golf. Contact Salt Lake Center 125.57.
Going to center on 125.5. Going to center on 125.5. 7.
125.57. 2557.
2557.
125.57. 25.
I can't listen to both of them. 2557.
All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to start at Ontario.
I can't. Even hearing him twice
5:30
because of the delay.
For a wheels up.
It's driving me crazy. Okay.
Time between 5:45 and
this is nuts.
Say maybe 10 after 6.
Pushing the bounds of what's reasonable. Okay.
Anytime between
there's the reservoir.
5 and 10 after 6. Now, what I would recommend, I'm not gonna assign anybody, tell you where to go. I'd say just go where you want to.
Now let's try to get back to our real altitude.
Turn back to Ontario after we all depart. So choose your aircraft type. Choose your own destination.
Okay.
Let's try to spread it out a little bit.
Severe. I think it's a severe reservoir coming up.
Really, fly whatever you want to. Absolutely. You can fly the DA-62. Sure.
Let's look at our own chat.
You can fly whatever. Probably Peter.
Okay.
Dash. I'm gonna take a quick look see. I don't know, has that schedule been released yet?
Get a life or get a Cessna. Real life. In case it's just sitting behind your computer 24/24. Well, those are pleasant things to say, Nesta. I'm impressed with
You're
that.
gonna do a drug run to Tijuana? Attaboy. Attaboy.
I'm going to flying school in real life. Nesta,
I'll make sure
thanks
I
for
let
that.
the bosses know.
I appreciate your commentary.
There's gonna be a free
You're welcome to
rating.
drop out of the stream anytime you like. You know, I may not have a life in your mind, but I've got a family, and I've got kids, and I've got a successful business, and I've got a great home cockpit, and I have fun in VR too, and I'm learning how to fly in real life, and I don't feel that I need to sit in people's streams and say negative stuff. So there you go. Take it or leave it, bro.
Oh, poor Toby.
Take it or leave it.
Poor Toby.
All right, so severe reservoir underneath us here.
It's true. It is. I hate to admit it, but it is.
Let it be a pleasant surprise. No, we want decent service. If we
And then we're going to join up with I-80.
White trikes.
I think that's I-15. And then we'll head north to Salt Lake from there.
Tour,
Can I
are
already
you
see
in?
Mount Nebo?
Are you going for
That's
it
that
too,
mountain
man?
there. It's a big one. Nephi will be at the
Helicopters,
base
you
of that.
guys.
That'll
Don't
make it easier to
forget
find
about
our
our rotor wing winged
correct
friends, right?
heading.
Yeah, man. Let's do it all.
Nesta doesn't have much of a response to that. Maybe he dropped out. That would be fine. Everybody's got to have a hobby. This is mine. I'm sure that there are other people out there who do things that I would think is a massive waste of
No,
time because it
Jared.
doesn't interest them. It doesn't interest me. To each his own. I'm certainly not going to criticize somebody else for their choice of hobby.
Yeah, does anybody have Goldie? You got Chris's contact information. Get in touch with him. Tell him we're going to be doing that. I'm sure he'd love to do it, man. Jared, that's
All
terrible.
right.
Dude.
I can't listen to him
What
and
the
listen at
heck
the
is
same
in
time.
Iowa
It's driving me
besides
crazy.
Iowa, Scott's Iowa. You're probably
Good hearing you, bro, but we're going to... Now I got to try to resize the window. Hold on. Yes, I'm going to a real-life flying school. I've got about 65 hours. I'm getting in final prep ride check right now. In fact, to answer your question, I'm going to reopen this window real quick. And in particular, I use the sim to practice, so I'm a safe pilot, because people who don't keep procedures and routines and their flying brain sharp, they have a nasty habit of killing themselves in general aviation aircraft. And I don't have a whole lot of interest in doing that. Which is why we're flying with real-world quality air traffic control, and I'm following the actual procedures for the Mooney and following actual procedures for VFR flight. Although streaming Twitch in cockpit in the airplane would not be advised in the real world.
What if I Julie Golf Salt Lake Center? Did you check in?
Negative.
Number 15 Julia Golf with Salt Lake Center, then the Delta altimeter 3006.
I was too busy watching your stream.
Too much excitement, right?
Hearing the calls twice with a 5-second delay was confusing. Okay. All right, severe reservoir heading off that way. We're going to head off this way. Well, you know, but Nesta, my view would be, so what? So they don't do anything with it in real life, you know, more power to them. God, I know people who throw more money than I could ever imagine at, like, growing flowers. You know, they build elaborate gardens and, you know, they spend all their time in their garden and they know everything there is to know about orchids and, you know, more power to them. I know people who spend a lot of money skiing. I know a lot of people who rebuild cars. I mean, you know, they got a hobby and this hobby makes them happy and it's how they want to do it, and more power to them is sort of my view. All right, we've got some clouds loading in here. We'll have to be mindful of that. Does anybody in the stream know off the top of their head the VFR rules for staying clear of clouds in really anything echo airspace, which is generally where we are most of the time? Yeah, that's true, Nesta. I mean, there are a lot of guys, and this will be me one day. I'll fail my medical one day, and then I won't be able to fly anymore in the real world, you know, and this is the only alternative. James, can you tell us, or Jet, can you tell us the rules for staying clear of clouds in VFR echo airspace? How many feet above, how many feet below, and how many feet clear side, vertically or horizontally? Because we got clouds coming up here. I got to know what to do. Man, the ortho is so good. This looks so much. And so I'm running a sky and cloud pack here. It's the soft clouds pack. It's new sky textures, and it's some new cloud textures, and it's a little Lua script that runs to render the clouds in a particular way. And I think it really looks good. Inside of the surface in 2K Viz, no, you don't have to be inside of the surface. You can be above a cloud deck, not necessarily a safe thing, but the answer is 500 feet below, 1,000 feet above, and 2,000 feet vertical clear of. So we've got a little cloud puff here. I think we're 500 feet below these guys without much problem, but this little puff in front of us I want to stay clear of. Now, part of the thing is the sim renders the clouds sort of, you know, in real time, and I've had more than one instructor say if you can see through it, it's not a cloud. So I feel comfortable flying right here, but we are loading the next bit of scenery there. So then the question is, okay, Michael, I think it would be awesome to make your own simulator with your dad. That is a killer project for a family, for a father and son or a father and daughter to do, or a mother and son and daughter for that matter. So if you go to my website, www.ontheglideslope.net, what you'll see is that we've got all kinds of resources there, including basic plans, advice on how to configure stuff, that should help you be able to do that. So I'd go to www.ontheglideslope.net. There's also forums there where a lot of folks are talking to each other about their experiences in building their simulators. Okay, I can see U14 up there. That's Nephi Airport. Yeah, so 2,000 feet above, 500 feet below, 2,000 feet horizontal clearance. We're okay here. So then the next question is why is the above and below different? Why is it 1,000 feet above and 500 feet below? For the chat, that's the next question. By the way, at about now we need to start thinking about descent profile. So Salt Lake Airport's about 4,800 feet if I remember. It's not going to be spot on, but it's close to it. We go to the Bravo, and Salt Lake International is 4,200. 4,200. So 4,200. We're at 10.5. We're going to have to lose about 6,000 feet. Well, if we want to go down to 5,200. He's going to bring us straight in unless he has to bring us around for 3.5. Otherwise, he'll bring us in straight in for a 1.7. And, you know, we'll want to fly down to pattern altitude, which is going to be 5,200 feet. So we're at 10.5. We're going to have to lose a good 5,000 feet. If we want to descend at 500 feet per minute, that means 10 minutes of descent time. Yeah, Nephi is that town there, and we can see Utah Lake in the distance. So 10 minutes of descent time, if we're doing 140 knots, which we are, you can ballpark that as being about 25 miles out. We'll need to start our descent. We know that the Mode C Vale on the airport is 30 miles out. So, we just had a cloud update, weather update. It's giving us clouds.
That was 1451.
We're going to descend. We can still see through them, but we don't want to be in any clouds, so we'll just descend here for a little bit. So about the time when we are at the end of Utah Lake, we're going to start our descent. If we're from 10.5, we're going to go down a few feet here for a minute, get clear of this cloud, and then probably go back at the 10.5. That's right. Well, okay, so Brett. Yeah, Michael, so the actual cockpit, I have the plans and things for how I built it on the website. Okay, Brett, so yeah, the difference isn't because the cloud visibility is different. The difference is a safety measure.
5 Juliet Golf, contact Salt Lake City approach, now 128.1. Good morning.
28.1 for 15 Juliet Golf. Salt Lake approach, good morning, November 15 Juliet Golf, 10,000.
One 5 Juliet Golf, Salt Lake approach. Good morning, Salt Lake altimeter 3002.
15 Juliet Golf. Okay. So it's a safety precaution. If you're 500 feet below the clouds and you get that wrong and you're only 200 or 300 feet below the clouds, you're not going to run into anything above you. But they want to give you 1,000 feet clearance above the clouds because if you get it wrong, there could be a mountain lurking in that cloud deck.
Number 24904 Victor.
So you've got a higher clearance above clouds than you do below them.
Big Sky departure frequency 119.6, squawk 5217.
Okay. Coming up into Provo County, or into Utah County, Provo, Utah.
Red Fort Victor, squawk code readback is correct.
How long did it take to build it? I built the frame in about a weekend. Cut the panel, built the frame, and then adding the chloroplast and all the other stuff that I added. I mean, I worked on it for a long time. Boy, our visibility is really getting hazy up here, isn't it? And I've got some artifacts there that are a little weird looking, but yeah, our viz is not good. We can see enough. I actually think that's the Salt Lake.
Hey, Mooney 5 Juliet Golf, landing Salt Lake City, correct?
Landing Salt Lake City, 15 Juliet Golf.
15 Juliet Golf, roger, expect runway 17.
Great. Roger, 15 Juliet Golf. I wonder what that Windows, Microsoft, see if the computer's doing something. That always drives me crazy. Okay, landing 17. Set a heading bug for that. That means we're going to be coming around. They'll be vectoring us. We'll probably be flying over Salt Lake City and then making a left-hand turn. Is it better to use projector or TV for the windows? Side windows in my cockpit, if you look at it on the website, well, we've got some traffic up there, I think. Yeah, we've got traffic. Let's get this set to traffic. The side windows are monitors. They're LCD monitors, 32-inch. They're quite inexpensive. I'm going to turn on my recognition lights.
For 2494 Victor, Boise, ground runway 10 left, taxi via Alpha and Whiskey.
So the side windows were easy to do. And the front is a projector. But if I could do it again now, because things are quite a bit less expensive than they were when I built it, Michael. So honestly now, if I could do it, I would probably, well, that traffic isn't showing up on my screen for some reason. It should be. I wonder if, oh, I don't have any. Maybe that'll help. Yep, there we go. Now we got bogeys. There he goes. It's cool to be able to see those landing lights so far away. But now I think making it with TV in front makes a lot of sense, because the flat screen TVs, 50 and 70-inch flat screen TVs, are getting pretty affordable. I had to buy a ultra short throw projector, which was really quite expensive, and that's all different now. I wonder why it's so hazy up here. Do you have to use the software for the simulator? I'm not quite sure what that means. You have to run some kind of simulation software, otherwise, what's going to drive the computer? Okay. This traffic is 3,400 feet above us. That's good. Keep following the Wasatch Front up. U-77 is coming up. Spanish Fork and Provo airports. Yeah, I'm getting sort of a weird haze layer. It's okay. Good practice to fly with limited viz. I wanted better scenery, but so it goes. So we're right in here. We're going to keep following the edge of the Wasatch Front. This here is that mountain right there.
For 2494 Victor, Boise Tower, good morning. Runway 10 left, cleared for takeoff, straight out departure is approved.
We should switch tanks while we're thinking about it. Boost tank on, or boost pump. Left to right. Fuel flow is positive. That'll take us in the rest of the way. There is I-250 or I-15 down there. Coming into Provo, Utah. There's traffic. See it right there. Luckily they have their landing lights on, so they're easier to see. Yeah, this haze layer is sort of weird right now. And I lost that traffic.
For 2494 Victor, contact Big Sky departure. Have a good flight.
About a beam of us now and a little above. Can't quite see it. Michael,
Victor, Big Sky
you've got two options. One is prepared by Lockheed Martin, the other is X-Plane by Laminar Research, that are most commonly supported and used. I like both very much. I am using X-Plane now. Whoa, weather reload. Weather reload. Okay, well, that happens in the sim. Now we can see exactly where we are. The visibility has suddenly improved. We don't have to follow the highway anymore. Got a couple trains running down there. Highway traffic. So one of the things that X-Enviro does is it does more gradual, there's the traffic, by the way. At least some traffic. It does more gradual weather changes. Like we could right now, I think I have X-Enviro enabled. We could turn it on and see. No, I have it disabled. See. Yeah, I have it disabled. I don't need to mess with it right now anyway. Our frame rates are quite low. I think it's because it's loading in that new weather. There we go. And probably the next tile of scenery. Although I have to say my performance hasn't been as good since the final release candidate of X-Plane came out, and I'm not quite sure why. There's our traffic. At least one of them. So that's funny, Jimmy. I didn't use cardboard. I used what's like a plastic cardboard card called Coroplast, C-O-R-O-P-L-A-S-T. It's actually pretty expensive by the sheet, but it does a good job. Boy, something has hit my frames. I don't know what it is. Okay, Utah Lake down there. That's Provo, Utah over there. Home of Brigham Young University. You can see the Y there on the side of the mountain. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's loading something. The PC or something is happening. The other day it was doing a Windows Defender scan, which I told it to stop doing, so I don't know how that got turned back on. That's Provo Canyon there. That's Mount Timpanogos. In the very far distance you can see the Uinta Mountains, and on the leg from Salt Lake to Roosevelt, Utah, we flew along and over those. Huh. Well, I have the AFM Mooney. It doesn't look very great in VR yet. and it's just kind of hard for me to sit in it. But I'll start playing with it. You can tell them that I'm going to start playing with it. I find this one performs quite well, though. All right, let's get the Salt Lake weather before we have to switch over. Get the ATIS, I mean. 124.75. Salt Lake Approach November 15 Juliet Golf would like to switch over and get the Salt Lake ATIS.
November 15 Juliet Golf frequency change is approved. And report back.
Wilco 15 Juliet Golf.
Salt Lake City INTL information Yankee. 1400 Zulu weather. Wind 130 at 8. Visibility more than 10.
130 at 8.
Sky conditions 11,000 few. Temperature 13, dew point 8. Altimeter 3002. Arriving runway 16 left.
3002.
Departing runway 16 left. Advise on initial contact you have Yankee.
Approach 15 Juliet Golf is back. I would use COM 2.
November 15 Juliet Golf cleared into Salt Lake Bravo airspace. Follow I-15 and maintain VFR at 8,500. Get Salt Lake City altimeter about 3002.
Follow I-15 8,500 02 15 Juliet Golf. Cleared into the Bravo. Okay, so this doesn't, like, I don't know, the Mooney Bravo, they don't have these switches functional. They've got COM 2 sitting right here, and NAV 2. And these work, but beats me. I'll have to maybe put a toggle switch on my yoke or something like that to toggle over between them. I guess I could do that. Okay, let's get down to 8,000 feet before we get to the Bravo. We're going to be at the Bravo here pretty soon, so let's get down. Follow I-15, which means we're going to follow that highway right there. This is the 20R. Yeah, so I'll have to put one on my, I'll have to put one, but to be able to listen to both, which is what I would actually do, I wouldn't switch over, you know, I would just turn on COM 2 to monitor why I did that, but it's not working right now. Now we've got a restricted area down here. That is the National Security Agency's new data harvesting and data storage center. That's where all your telephone calls are being stored by the NSA. And we have a restricted area there that we have to stay clear of. We also just had traffic go by at 2,700 feet above, which I never saw. I don't know if you guys saw it. But we'll stay clear of that. If we stay on this side of the highway, we should stay clear of the restricted area. Uh-oh. The sim is struggling with frames. I think that's also because I've got the Mr. X airport loaded up, and it's a really powerful, a really nice airport, a lot of detail, but it takes a fair bit of processing power. Here's the Salt Lake Valley where I grew up. Looking good today in the ortho scenery. This is the R. Coming down to 8,500, which is where he asked us to fly. There's the Jordan River, flows out of Lake Utah Lake, into the Great Salt Lake. Again, there's that data storage facility. There's I-15, which is what we're supposed to follow. And there's 8,500 feet, which is our ATC mandated. Now let's just double check our power here. I guess I was wrong to be thinking descent profile before, because obviously we're not going to get to pick our descent profile. ATC is going to give us a descent profile. And we want to be about 50 degrees rich of peak, which is right about in there. 2400. We're making good speed and cruising right along. Traffic, straight ahead of us, 3,900 feet above. There it is.
Scanning 821 Denver clearance, give you loud and clear. How do you hear me? Ouch. Scanning 821. For that one, I'm going to tell you, you got an incorrect FAA or correction airline ICAO code. I want to make sure it's a 3-character code for your airline.
Okay, we're following I-15 at 8,500. We're past the point of the mountain.
Number 24904 Victor, roger, no problem. Radar services are terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR. And frequency changes approved. We'll talk to you soon.
PC's definitely cranking on something.
Over 5 Juliet Golf, contact Salt Lake City approach 125.7.
Going to approach on 25.7, 15 Julie Golf. Salt Lake approach, good morning, November 15 Julie Golf, 8,500. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Is it a shift change? You said 125.7, right? Salt Lake approach, November 15 Juliet Golf, 8,500. Approach 15 Juliet Golf, wanted to confirm that frequency.
And 15 Juliet Golf 125.7, 2570.
125.70 or 750? 70, 15 Juliet Golf, thanks. Salt Lake approach, November 15 Juliet Golf, with you at 8,500.
Mooney 15 Juliet Golf, Salt Lake City approach. Good morning, the altimeter 3002, set to maintain VFR 7,500, report Salt Lake City Airport site.
3002, you were broken on the altitude, 7,500?
November 15 Juliet Golf, affirmative, set to maintain 7,500 and report the Salt Lake Airport site.
7,500 and we have the field, 15 Juliet Golf. And then just loaded these clouds in. I'm not a big fan of how the cloud thing is working here with this new script. Makes me want to turn on X and Viro.
Scandinavian 821, Denver clearance, good morning. Cleared to Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, Solar 3 departure day. Then as filed, climb via the city.
Cloud distance requirements, I don't remember what I said. Yeah, I didn't listen enough time for him to correct me, which was my mistake. But, you know, that real world, that's what you do, is you switch back over and say, what did I get wrong? Okay, Salt Lake Valley, Barley's Canyon right there, coming down to 7,500 feet. The new lights file that I put in is making these lights too bright. I'm going to fix that. We've got the field there. 17 is our strip. It's going to be right there.
Number 15 Julia Golf, contact Salt Lake City Tower 118.3.
Go to tower on 118.3, 15 Julie Golf. Tower, good morning, November 15 Julie Golf, 7,700, descending 7,500.
Mooney 15 Julia Golf, Salt Lake Tower, good morning, enter left downwind, runway 17, altimeter 3002, the wind now show 1407.
Left downwind for 17, 15 Julie Golf. Now I wonder if he wants me to keep my, no, he won't let me keep my altitude restriction. I can descend now. And again, we want to go down to 5,200 feet. So given that it's right there, Tower 15 Julia Golf, cleared to descend.
15 Julia Golf, affirmative, enter the pattern now, center left downwind, runway 17.
Roger that, 15 Julia Golf. Let's do a forward slip, just for the practice. Left wing down, right rudder. There's Mr. X's airport. At least it should be his airport, unless I screwed up the scenery order. I did screw up the scenery order. That's the default airport. Not as nice as Mr. X's, so I'll have to adjust my scenery order. Okay, we're left downwind for 17. Okay, I'll answer the question in a minute. I'm going to go sterile cockpit here because we're landing the airplane. Recognition lights off. Landing lights on. Mixture is set. Prop full. We're still coming down. Yeah. 300.
Mooney 5 Juliet Golf, wind 140 at 7, runway 17, cleared to land.
Clear to land 17, 15 Julie Golf. 140 at 7. Okay, first let's slow ourselves down dramatically. Keep that slip coming. Didn't manage speed very well there. We're in the arc for the gear, so let's put the gear down. Now we can cut the manifold pressure. Wide arc. First notch. Let's turn base. Trim the airplane. We have a little bit longer of a downwind leg just because I wanted to get altitude down. We're still a little high, but we'll be all right. My frames are crushing for some reason. Okay, coming in at about 80 knots, which is where I want to be. Okay, gas is on the right tank. Undercarriage is down and locked. Make sure set prop is full. And we're going to pitch for 80. It's about right here. Too white, too red. I'll try to put this one on the numbers and make that first turn off. I'm going to ask him if we can land long, actually. Save ourselves the taxi. Tower 15 Juliet Golf, are you okay if we land long to save the taxi?
15 Juliet Golf, affirmative. Long landing is approved, and left turn at your discretion.
Long landing approved, left turn at our discretion. 15 Juliet Golf, thanks. Okay. Speed is right where we want it. We'll just go a little long here, cut the runway in half. It's 10,000 feet. We don't need that much. All right, now we can start coming down these last couple feet. Final flaps. All right, here we are, Salt Lake City.
Or 5 Juliet Golf, contact ground point 9er.
Go to ground point 9er, 15 Juliet Golf. Slight ground 15 Juliet Golf, clear of 17, would like to go straight ahead. You said 0.9, I presume you meant 118.9, but obviously not, so let's get the right frequency. One to 1.9. Duh. Salt Lake ground 15 Juliet Golf, clear of 17, like to go straight ahead.
15 Juliet Golf, Salt Lake City ground into the ramp on Kilo. Have a great day.
Ramp on Kilo, 15 Juliet Golf. You too, Marcus, thanks. Okay. Thanks for the landing. Pilot. I don't know. I kind of stopped keeping track. Most of the money went into, the original money went into the, projector and the PC, both of which were quite expensive. The PC was $2,500, I think. The projector was $1,500. So that's $4,000 right there just for those two pieces. In terms of the components, I found somebody on eBay who was selling all of his stuff in terms of the Sci-Tech gear, so I bought it at bulk. And in terms of the actual sim that I built, the wood and the paneling and stuff, that was only a couple of $100 and a bunch of elbow grease. but it really comes down to the avionics you want to buy. I think you could do it for as little as $3,000. If you have a PC already and things like that, I think you could do it for as much as $10,000. But it's an investment, that's for sure. If you have a powerful gaming PC already, that saves a lot of money, and if you can get by with 3 inexpensive flat-screen TVs, that will save a lot of money. And VR, of course, is just about the VR gear and a good computer to run it. Okay, avionics off. It's hot. Let's open the window. Open the door. Whew, that feels better. Throttle back. Trim off. Okay. The basement sim VR style returns to Salt Lake City, where we were a couple of flights ago. Next flight after this is, we're going to fly up to, I think we're flying up to, yeah, BYI. We're going to fly up to Burley, Idaho. And then out of Burley, we're going to fly to Boise. And then Boise up to Harrison or something like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, then from Boise, we start making our way up to Seattle. So that'll be the next couple flights. Let me see if there's any other questions. Hey, Michael, I really, rather than me answering all these questions in the chat, please go to the website, www.ontheglideslope.net. It's literally all there, and it just saves me from repeating these things and for other people who may already know. Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate it. Thanks for the landing. Let's see if I missed anything. That is not the GTN 750, that's the GTN 530 from Reality XP, Jimmy. Jet, in case you're still listening, you've got higher clearance above rather than below so that you're not too close to terrain. Okay, I think that's it. All right, everybody, thanks. Hopefully a flight tomorrow. If not, thanks for watching today, and we'll see you on the next flight, and thanks for watching on the Glide Slope.